Hey guys, do you want to make a daily chest reward system? Just like this? Well, today, I'll show you. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is add events to replicate storage. So we're gonna put folder in here. We're gonna call it reward events, right? And in these reward folder, we're gonna put a event and we're gonna call it reward event. Actually, I don't even think we need this. Yeah, we don't need this. All we need is set time. Oh no, we know. Well, actually, yeah, we need both. Yeah, set time, and let's add reward. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our chest here. Alright, so I already have a chest. So I'm just going to take that. Right, this is gonna take the chest I already have and paste it. Right, so yeah, that's the chest I'm gonna use for this tutorial. Inside of it is just a mesh, but I'm gonna add a part. Okay, and I'm gonna name this part proxy part, because this is where I'm gonna put the proximity prompt, so then the player can interact with it and, you know, get their reward. And of course it's just gonna, you know, start the timer, so then in 24 hours they will get another reward. So actually, let's just change the size to four maybe. I think that's too big, so we're gonna make two. Yeah, I think 2 is pretty good. And we're gonna just put it, so you see the center is that little tiny circle. So we're just gonna put it not perfectly there, but like just kind of just like near the lock place. I think it's good. And then we're just gonna make the transparency 1, make it anchor, no can collide. Alright, and now we're gonna add a proximity prompt and a script to go in. Okay, and we're going to call this script chest reward prompt. Okay, and in the chest reward prompt, actually no, that's the only thing we need from replicated storage. Then we're gonna add a group ID. So, you know, it's basically, so when you, let's say you're a player, you walk up to the chest, you need to be in the group in order to get a reward, right? So if the player is not in the group, it will just print out, oh, the player is not in the group. Or if you are in the group, it's gonna say that you are in the group. So now let's add the ID. So I'm gonna add just the Gloomcraft group that we have, Roblox. So I'm gonna put that ID. Okay, so yeah, that is all we have to put in test reward prompt. The next script that we're gonna make is going to be in the starter player scripts. Okay, so we're gonna put a script in there, and we're gonna call this time client. Okay, now in time client, we're gonna this code, we're gonna put local clock. Actually, yeah, we do have to, okay, why did I put a minus? Put it equals there, not a minus. We do have to make a UI that is on top of here. So let's just do that real quick. So let's make a part. Let's copy the position of the chest. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the position and then enter in here, so then it goes to the center of the chest. I'm gonna bring it up, and we're just gonna make it size 1 like that. Okay, so it's like small. Okay, Now we're gonna make it transparent, anchored, no kink, collide, and we're gonna name this clock UI, and then in this we're gonna add a GUI, a billboard UI. In this billboard GUI, we're just going to go to our plugins, and there's gonna be auto scale light. Actually, what I could do, I don't really need auto scale light. I can just switch it over. Okay, maybe that's a little bit more. Alright guys, I think this is good. 14 by 4 I think is a pretty good size. Alright, and actually I'll just keep it a billboard GUI, and we'll add text, and then it's gonna be a little weird because it's gonna scale improperly, so we're just going to make the size 1,0. This is 0. Okay, so then it fills up the whole thing. Now we're gonna add text scaled. We're gonna remove the background, and we're gonna make this Herdoka 1, and then we're just gonna put 0, 0, 0. I don't know, 0, 0, and then 0. And then now we're gonna add a UI stroke to this. I'm gonna add that. I think that's good. And actually, we're gonna keep this false. Text time. Yeah, text time. That's what I'm gonna put. It doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna put that. Okay, I need to make this a little higher. And I think that's good. So now we're going to put this into starter GUI, and we're putting it in starter GUI because we only want one player to see one. So let's say we have a player, they did the time and the timer's going, okay, and let's say another player comes in and they also interact with the chest and they get, you know, money, and the time starts rolling. They won't have the same amount of time. Okay, so the other player's time won't affect the other player that just interacted with it. Okay, so now that we have the clock part, we're gonna put local so yeah, that's basically all we have to do for this script. Okay, now we're gonna add a data store. And if you have seen our videos, you know where we get our data store from. We get it from either the Gloom Tools plugin or the Gloom Tools Lite plugin. Okay, you can, for the Gloom Tools plugin, you can go to script objects, and then you can just go to, this is in home. Just go to home, and there is an empty data store with no currency and just a data store with currency. But you know, we need to do the free version because not many people have Gloom Tools, okay, and it's still being updated at this moment. So we're gonna just show you how to do it in Gloom Tools Lite. So if you don't have Gloom Tools Lite, just get it, and then I guess, yeah, we can do empty data store because we don't want any currency in it. So we're gonna do that, and it's gonna add a data store and server script service. Alright, so now that we're here, we can add our currency that we need. Okay, so first off, we're gonna make this to a shorter thing because I'm not writing all that. We're gonna do data store and then data store, so it's a little smaller. And we're just gonna add a currency called money. Now we're gonna go down here. It commented out money, so we could just put that like that, I guess. Yeah, we can delete that. Yeah, we can it already did it for us, so I mean, guess it's really easy. We could just take that, just turn it into money, and that's basically it. Okay. But we have to add some more things. Okay, we're not done. We just have to add some more quick things. So we're just gonna local time now equals os dot time. I'm gonna add local data time equals os dot time. Actually, not os dot time. This equal nothing. So we're just gonna do p call, and we're gonna add an end. But I'm gonna do data type time. I mean data time. Dot player data. Get async player dot user ID. I'm gonna do dot rewards. Okay, now we're gonna print getting data just for debugging, and data. Actually, we don't need to do that. I mean, we could do that, but the thing I'm doing is only for debugging, so we're not gonna do that. Data time. So if data time is equal to nil, well, not equal to nil, that to 24 hours, and then we're gonna put local hour wait equals 24. Okay, so if you want this even longer, you just change both of these. But for now, no. And okay, all this is gonna do is basically, so when the player joins, it will connect to this, what's it called, function, and then when it's fired, it's gonna go through all this, it's gonna go through these lines, till it hits line 58. Then it's gonna disconnect from the function, so then the player can't get another reward or another reward or another reward and another reward, so they can't just do it over and over again. Okay, and even if they let's say rejoin the game, they have to have this. So let's say it checks time since last claim, it has to be equivalent to 24 hours, and probably not if they're gonna immediately leave the game as soon as they get the reward. So continue with the script. We're gonna do, and that's basically all we have to do for that. So then we'll just do else. So let's say data time is nil, that means they're a new player, so we're gonna do print new player. Okay, and we're gonna do basically copy all of this. Okay, we're just gonna put it here, but instead, oh crap, I might have forgot something. Alright, I should have added this to here. Okay, add that to there. Okay, and also to here as well. Okay, but here it's not gonna have target data, so we're gonna grab this, we're gonna put it down here, and we're gonna just make this one, and that's it. That's all you have to do for that. And basically we're done with that. So we can actually test this. So if we play it, let's see if this works. If it does work, we're not done yet still, but just want to check if it is actually working. Is it? Oh, okay. I forgot to turn on API services. Okay, now this is the game, so then we can go to security. I'm gonna turn all of them because this is not actual game, so we're gonna do that, and now we're gonna play. So let's see if this works. So yeah, now it says new player. Okay, and if I press it, it gave me 32, and it started the timer. One thing I do notice is that I think the timer starts when the game starts. So to combat this, all we're gonna do is do local set time equals os dot time. Alright, and then instead of time now, we're gonna just do set time. Alright, and now it shouldn't, just start the timer when the game starts. Alright, so yep. Okay, well, actually the timer has started, so to actually test this out, we need to make it so this is nil. Okay, data time equals nil. Then after that, it should be, I'm just doing that to test, guys, so you don't actually have to do it. If you want to test, just do that. But yeah, okay, yeah, it's working. Okay, but I'm just doing that to test it. So after you're done testing that, then just delete it, okay? Because we don't want it, so data is lost. So yeah, there you go. But I do wanna, because it does say right here, yeah, YouTube Nike is in the group. I want it so if they're not in the group, then it would say like view one. So to do that, we are going to just make a GUI for that. So in a screen GUI, and we're gonna call this warn UI. You do not are not in the craft group. And we're gonna put sad face. We're gonna put text scaled, and we're gonna put Ferdoka 1. But yeah, I'm just gonna make it a little better by just adding a UI corner. Okay, maybe add like stroke or something like that. No, I'm not gonna get that one. I'm just gonna do like that, and then color it green, or I might color it red. Probably have to make it scaled. So I'm gonna go into my plugins, auto scale light. If you don't have it, get it, because it's actually pretty good for scaling GUI. So I'm gonna add a constraint to it, and actually don't add a constraint. Scale it first, then add a constraint. Now I'm gonna make this message not visible, and I'm going to add a local script in here, and I'm gonna call it warn client. I'm gonna do local player equals game players, a local player, and we're actually gonna add another event, and we're gonna call it warn. We're going to the chests, and then in it we're gonna do else. I'm gonna put is not, and we're going to warn the player. So copy this, warn, and we'll go there. Now we're gonna go back to it, and then we'll put local rs. Actually, we don't have to do all that because it's already here. So we can just copy that. Yeah, copy all of this. Okay, I copied only one thing, that's right. Okay, copy all of that, delete what we don't need, and then we'll do Well, you can actually, thing is, I need to go to another account, and I actually need to make this game public. So public, save, and then publish to Roblox. And I'm just gonna go to a random account in Roblox to test this. But before I actually go into the game, I did some bug fixes, kind of off camera. So I did some bug fixes here. So this, you're gonna see a bunch of errors. I just commented it out because I a bunch of problems. Well, a little bit of problems. Okay, so this line, add another player. Just call another one called player time data. Make it equal to the data store. Get data source. You know this. Name it player time data. Leave the player data here because we need it for the money. Like some money here. And then go down here. Also add an if player, then wait 1 second, because when the player joins, sometimes it fires when the player is not there, so nothing receives it. The client doesn't receive it because it's not loaded yet. Add also this instead of just money value plus equal, because that would do it for everyone in the game, which is not the nicest thing. So do it for this one as well down here. Also put a comma on it. I don't think you have to, but I did it, and for some reason it fixed something. I don't think we really need it. I just put it there. But if something's not working, just put a comma. And I just added comments to just know if the data was found, if the data was sent, and if the player is leaving. Actually, we don't need this one. I don't think so. Yeah, we don't need this one. But yeah, that's all the bug fixes right there. So we can now go into the game. Okay guys, now we are in the game, and I'm not in the group, so yep, it should say you are not in the Gloomcraft group. So what I have to do is go into this alt account and go into groups, and then I'll have to search up Gloomcraft, and it should be there, and then I'll click on it and I'll join the group. So now after I join the group, I think it's gonna keep saying it. Actually, no, yeah, I don't think it updates. So I think I'm gonna leave the game and join back. I joined back. Now it should work. Yep, and I got a random amount of money, and the timer is starting. So yeah guys, that's basically it for this video, and we're gonna end it with this Roblox bacon. Yeah. So I'll see you in the next video. I am in your walls. Watch out.